If you've ever thought about or stopped training when life got hard, this video is gonna be for you. I've been building a business for a year now while also chasing elite performance in the gym, striving to be a CrossFit athlete at a professional level. That means double sessions, that means locking in my nutrition, that means locking in my sleep, extra recovery time, and doing this simultaneously to me building and growing a business, like I said, that I started a year ago. And to be honest, you don't see a whole lot of progress. There are high highs and there are low lows, and the lows just hit. What a lot of people do is they start something, they have uninformed optimism, and then when the reality hits that it's going to take a whole lot longer and it's going to be a whole lot harder than you can even imagine, most people quit. But here is what I do know. Matt Frazier, one of the best CrossFit athletes of all time, finished second in the CrossFit Games, not once, but twice before anyone knew who the hell he was. Kobe Bryant was 18 years old in the gym at 5 a.m. putting in the work when no one saw it. And that was before practice started. And then lastly, you have Tom Brady, the 199th pick in the draft. That tells me that coaches were telling people, yeah, guess what? You're better than this guy. But here's the common thread. None of them quit when this shit got tough, when it didn't seem like they were going to make it, when they had an immense amount of insecurity. They didn't know what was going to come of this. That phase there, the failure right before the big success, is where everything gets built. And that's exactly what this video is like, because what most people do is when life gets in the way, when things get tough, when shit pops up, they quit. And I want to tell you why that is the worst thing that you can do for yourself. I want to talk about the 3 key principles that are keeping me going in times like these where there is so much delayed gratification. There is so much that I'm not seeing for how much work I'm putting in, yet I am still going day in and day out. Number 1 is going to be faith. Number 2 is going to be an abundance mindset. And the third thing is going to be training in itself. These are the things that have continued to give me the hope that I need to continue and not to just quit like everyone else does. Let's dive into them. The first big thing that's been keeping me going when times are tough, I'm not seeing the results from my hard work, it's gonna be faith. And I wanna get specific about what this looks like, because what a lot of people say is I'm a faith and they don't get specific about how that's actually helping them. For me, for the last 8 months, I've been going to church pretty consistently. I've almost gone every single time. Definitely had a few vacations that I haven't been able to go. But that has been a rock in my foundation. Having these sermons, listening to these messages, taking notes, writing things down, taking in the ginormous message every single week and figuring out how I can apply that to my current situation. And outside of that, I've been reading. I've been getting into the Word on a daily basis, anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. Same thing, getting into the Word, listening to the Word speaking to me as I'm reading it, seeing what sticks out, reading these stories, learning from people of the past, not rushing anything, but just learning the lessons as they land, seeing what pops up for me. Let's go back to our high-level athlete examples. Let's look at Tom Brady for a second. 199th picked. That means 198 guys were told, you are better than Tom Brady. Imagine that. But what we know now compared to what Tom Brady knew then was that he had faith in himself, that he was who he said he was, that he was going to be who we know him to be today, the greatest of all time. Even when nothing around you is confirming that belief, he ingrained it into himself, that desire to become this thing, to hit these goals, to be a better person. That is what faith can give you in the grind. It can give you something to listen and learn from, while also giving you that sigh of relief, letting you know it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna work out because everything happens for a reason. The second big thing is going to be an abundance mindset. I'm gonna be completely honest. This is one of the hardest things to actually put into action. It's easy to talk about it. It's easy to say, but actually putting it in action every single day, well, that's a different story. Here's exactly what this mindset means to me. It means you are living in the life that you desire. How you are in that position, what your job looks like, what your situation looks like, your family, your friends, your wealth, not just financially, but spiritually, physically, mentally. And you are mentally putting yourself in that position already. I ask myself these questions. How does that version of myself move? How does he do his days, day in, day out? What does he do differently? And what this is gonna allow you to do is just have a breath, again, of fresh air, to know that the results are coming, to know that when you are actually in that position, you are already moving in accordance with it. Again, hard, but it allows the anxiety to get the hell off of your back and not think about all the what ifs and all these things that can drain your work potential. And when you're not draining that work potential, you can actually get way more done to get you closer to that goal, compared to if you had anxiety, you were just overthinking about this one situation or this other situation, or what if this, what if that. You're instead working on the things that actually move the needle. Let's dive deep again into our high-level athletes. Matt Frazier. Dude finished second place not once, but twice in a row. You would think that third year, he's probably like, yeah, I'm gonna get second place. You know what? It'll probably be worse, because that's how the human brain wants you to think. Part of his brain was probably telling him, you're not good enough. You're never gonna win. This is gonna be another year. You're not gonna win the games. But instead, he had an abundance mindset. He knew what he needed to fix. And guess what? He won 5 straight years after that. This mindset genuinely makes your quality of life way better. It just allows you to stay in the day, focus on the things that actually matter within yourself and your goals, and getting closer to those goals instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. And the third, and one of the biggest things, is going to be training being your anchor. To me, when everything is out of line outside of the gym, I know I can focus on it, and I know I can go in there for that said day, that said session, and give it everything I have. Because all that I know in that said situation, in that said session, is I control the energy that I put into this. I control what the output of this session is gonna be. Think about this. Kobe Bryant, 18 years old, practices at 7 a.m. So he's in the basketball court at 5 a.m. warming up, getting shots up, being prepared. He was focusing on the controllables. He knew he had a lot on his plate. He knew he wanted to be one of the best to ever play. So he controlled the controllables. And there is something extremely powerful about this, because when you can do this, when you can focus on your training, when you can control the controllables, the needle will actually move instead of thinking of the uncontrollables like I talked about in the last point. But at its core value, the gym will give you an immediate response based on if you are putting in the work consistently, or if you are slacking off, you are not intentful, and you're not giving it every single thing you got every single session. If you're in a season of struggle right now, like most of us are, if you are going through something, if you are trying to achieve something so huge, but there's so much delayed gratification for how much work you're putting in, you're just not seeing the results. I get it, I'm in it now. Lean on something bigger than yourself. Know that everything happens for a reason, and if you just keep going, you can't lose. Operate from this abundance mindset as much as humanly possible. Just think, if I am already in the position of wealth, physically, financially, spiritually, how would that version of me act? What would I do throughout the day? How creative would I be? How happy would I be? How grateful would I be? And embody that all the time. Because the reality is, even in the current position that you're in, you have so much to be grateful for. You have so much to be happy for. And lastly, instead of thinking about giving up on training, use it as your anchor. Know that you are the person that is in control of your session. So instead of thinking about quitting, double down on it. Triple down on it. Put everything you have into that. Get utterly jacked. None of those athletes that we talked about quit when things got tough, or quit when no one believed in them. They had this innate desire that they had built up over years and years of hard work and consistency to build the confidence that could feed that burning desire. As long as you have that burning desire and you are backing it up with the confidence from the evidence of everything that you do day in and day out, even if you're not seeing the results for your venture, whether it be business, physically, mentally, just know it is coming. You have to continue to put in the work even if you don't see the results. And if you don't quit, you literally can't lose. If this hit home for you in any type of way, I want to say thank you. Thank you for listening to this video. It means more than you know. And if you're a current or former athlete looking for some form of guidance, not just in the gym, but out of the gym, mindset, habits, nutrition, everything, I do one-on-one coaching. If you're looking for a highlight reel or you're looking for 30 days to instantly change your life, which just isn't possible, I'm not the guy. If you're looking for a guy that's gonna give you real advice, it's gonna give you real structure, real habits to build real confidence and habits in the body of your dreams long term, that's what I can provide for you. But it is not easy. It is not for everyone. If that interests you at all, fill out the link in the description below.